All right, so I'm at the Transition booth with John, and we have the new Regulator CX.
Yeah.
He's going to tell us about it.
This bike just came out Wednesday or Thursday, new to us. It's specifically designed around a mullet platform, really well-balanced bike. The new Bosch systems have been out for a little bit now, and they're great, easy, reliable, plenty of power. We opted for a 600-watt battery on our bigger bike, which might come as a surprise to people. We did the back-to-backs between the 600 and 800. You can get 4,000 feet of climbing out of this thing, and it rides pretty close to an analog regular bike for being as powerful as it is.
Yeah, that's some good climbing. How many hours would you say it usually goes?
It's tough. Like, lots of our riding locally is straight up and straight down, so you can bang out 4,000 feet pretty quick if you want to.
Yeah.
Or if you want to milk it out, you can get a longer ride. You can fit a range extender on here if you are, like, most of our rides aren't super long if you're going from the shop or have a couple hours on the weekend, so it's set up to be best for most of your mountain bike rides. And then if you are doing a longer, like epic, you can chuck a range extender on and it can be capable for that too.
And what's the travel set to from the
Totally.
factory?
Out of the box it comes 150 rear, 160 front. You can bump this rear shock out to 65mm stroke shock and run at 160. The CX has a ZEB on it, and then the SX just down the way comes a little bit lighter spec to match the SX motor. Bosch has it head out for a little bit, and the spec on that is tailored to that type of riding.
And if you bumped up the rear travel to 160, would you recommend doing the fork to 170 or just
No,
keep it 160?
I would. So the cool thing with if you take the stroke reducers out of shocks, is it keeps the eye to eye the same.
Yeah.
It doesn't mess with the geo at all. So you can go longer on the shock here, no real downsides. The fork you could do it to 170 if you wanted to. It will slacken the head angle out, lift the bottom bracket up. Some people like that, but I think it rides best in its stock form. 160mm of ZEB travel is quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then with that mullet rear wheel too, taking a little bit of weight off your hand, 160 is pretty balanced.
As far as the flip chip goes, is that more like for a different wheel or just a small geometry change?
No, this is actually only 27.5 this bike, but that flip chip is more just for what sort of trails you're riding. So if you're riding the steep, slow stuff in the northwest, that low mode can be really good. But if you're somewhere like Sedona or where e-bikes are allowed, like Moab or something like that, where you're more prone to pedal strikes and you're pushing into the bike a bit more, that high mode can come in handy. So just trying to keep it versatile for as many riding styles as possible.
And so this is a full XT build with some cool TRP brake.
This isn't actually stock. What you're seeing here,
Okay.
these are the older TRP brakes, but they come stock with the new TRP Evo Pros that we've actually had quite a bit of time on, and they're feeling great. And then, burly Shimano XT build, just like workhorse out of the box is what we were going for.
Nice, and we got radial tires.
Yeah, the
stock.
Schwalbe radial tires stock, the Alberts, which
A lot of
really
people
good
are
in a
stoked on that.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing me
No
around
worries,
the new
yeah.
Regulator
Yeah,
CX.
hopefully I got those specs right for you, but 85 Newton meter motor, 600 battery. Those are the big ones.
Cool.